All right, Buck, well, what do you see when you get a chance to break down Marcus Mariota, that big win over the Chiefs last week?
I'm beginning to see Marcus Mariota play like the Heisman Trophy winner that we saw at Oregon, meaning he's a spectacular playmaker. He can do it with his arm or his legs. We're beginning to see him overcome the coaching as Delaney Walker and some of the veterans encouraged him to do so. Make plays, don't think about it, be decisive, be accurate, be the playmaker. Here we see him throw a strike, a dart to Eric Decker, beat the coverage with his arm. But this is the part of his game that really needs to be a major part of the game plan. When they cover him up, here we see Kansas City Chiefs in two-man. All of the receivers are covered. Not really an open guy for Marcus Mariota to target. Now he has to be decisive, leave the pocket, be the runner, find a way to make the coaching staff right. If he erases enough of those bad calls and makes a few plays, the Tennessee Titans have an opportunity to make a big upset. Big impression in Gillette Stadium.
Well, I know one thing. Belichick's not going to allow him to run. He is going to take that away from the Tennessee Titans. He's going to make Marcus Mariota have to throw the rock around. You flip it over to New England. We've got the GOAT here, Tom Brady, and all these distractions kind of swirling and all this chatter about he was happy when Garoppolo left and a big story hit the news. That's been all the chatter. Guess what? They block this stuff out, and nobody blocks it out better than Tom Brady. I expect him to have a big game against this Tennessee group. Buck, the ability to get the ball out quick to backs and tight ends is going to be huge. And I think you also see Tom Brady, once they kind of nickel and dime, we're going to see Tom Brady start to stretch this thing out. I say second half, you'll start to see them open it up a little bit. And I think the Patriots got a chance to run away with this thing.
Ooh, run away.
You
think it's a runaway?
They can run away with this. I know the Titans feel slighted. They feel like nobody's picking them. You got the stage, though. Go ahead.
I would absolutely go with the New England Patriots in most instances, but I kind of want to go with the Titans. But I think I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think the Patriots get it done.
Yeah, let me give you some fries with your waffles. I'm going to go Patriots with no stuttering. I think the Patriots get this done. I think
Look familiar? Of course it does. Foxborough, Massachusetts in January. Cold, loud, always intimidating. And the Patriots are still playing football.
Give it all we got.
It's time to remind people who we are.
Let's go.
It's the playoff road countless teams have traveled, and where so many dreams have hit the exit ramp. Yet they still keep coming, all facing the same question. How do you come into this stadium, this environment, and flip that fateful script? Well, these underdogs know more than comebacks. They perform miracles. For them, the impossible is possible.
Marcus Mariota, what a play. There's Decker. Touchdown! Titans! Oh my goodness, there is shock in KC.
1 year ago, the Patriots were the last team standing.
And the title for the Patriots! I can't believe it. One more ring.
Tonight, these challengers believe this game is for Titans.
To the end zone. Look at him fly. Incredible. Now you want to get excited. Absolutely amazing.
It's the AFC Divisional Playoff Game. Welcome to Foxborough.
In the AFC, the Patriots playing host to the Titans in the divisional round. First quarter, Marcus Mariota finding Delaney Walker, who would take it 36 yards on the catch. And later in the drive, Titans in the red zone. Mariota just dropping a dime to Corey Davis for the one-handed catch for the touchdown. A beautiful grab by the Titans wideout. And Tennessee out to a 7-0 advantage. Second quarter, Patriots driving at midfield. And Tom Brady looks and finds Dion Lewis, who takes off. Runs right through traffic before being brought down at the 20. But was he down? Because Lewis just pops right up and goes into the end zone. But as we take another look, upon further review, Lewis was down by contact at the 19-yard line. So later in the drive, Patriots now facing a second and goal. Little shovel pass to James White. Going right towards the pylon into the end zone for the touchdown. Patriots take advantage, tied up at 7. Later in the second, Patriots once again driving in the red zone. This time, White with his second touchdown of the night dives in. And the Patriots would have the lead 14-7, and they would never look back. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Brady over the middle to a wide-open Chris Hogan. 21-7 New England with the lead at the break. Third quarter, the defense for New England just tearing up Mariota. Sacked for the loss. Next play, gets sacked at the goal line, and the Titans would have to punt it away. Fourth quarter now. Patriots lead at 28-7, looking for the dagger. Brady eludes the pressure, finding Danny Amendola, who reaches high for the leaping catch. Little jump throw put together by Brady. So Amendola helping the cause. Rob Gronkowski also, the big fella with his only touchdown grab of the night. Brady, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns. Patriots advancing to the AFC Championship game.
Well, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Championship Sunday. Tom's Day.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, you're not a fan? Well, you don't have to like the guy, but you cannot ignore the facts. 7 straight AFC Championship games. 5-time Super Bowl champion. 4-time Super Bowl MVP, and arguably the best of all time.
Tom Brady stands alone. 5 Super Bowl titles.
But the Jacksonville Jaguars and their monster defense are here too. And they don't care about Tom's Day. They've heard the predictions. They know most of you wanted Pittsburgh, and they've only got one thing to say. Bring it.
We still got 2 more games to play.
Do you hear that? Because it's coming. It's called greatness. And every player on that field has the opportunity to seize it. That's not an opinion. That is a message straight from me. The jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, championship Sunday, test the limits of your soul. Leave it all on the line for the Super Bowl. 60 minutes from now, the ultimate AFC battle begins. It is David versus Goliath. Saxonville versus the Hoodie. Both of these teams know how to go big.
Sensational! Can you believe this?
But to have a chance at immortality, the question is, who goes bigger?
A big open for a big game, and in just about an hour from now, the scene will be even bigger in Foxborough, where more than 66,000 fans will be packed into Gillette Stadium, awaiting the kickoff of the AFC Championship game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Weather will not be a factor today. As a matter of fact, balmy in
New England going for it on 4th and 2 near the Jacksonville 30 and the hand. Brady floats one perfectly for Danny Amendola, who had a huge game. Brady 6 for 6 on the opening drive, led to a field goal. Meanwhile, Blake Bortles 4-0 this season against Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Second quarter, Bortles fakes to Leonard Fournette and connects with Mercedes Lewis. Caps off a 76-yard drive as the Jags take the lead. Under 2 to go in the half, now 14-3 for Jacksonville. Brady airing it out for his main target. Rob Gronkowski takes a helmet-to-helmet hit from Barry Church. That's an unnecessary roughness penalty. Gronk clearly shaken up. He left the game with the concussion and did not return. Next play, Brady going deep. This time for Cooks, but it is incomplete. But A.J. Bouye called for pass interference. So now on 1st and goal, James White takes it into the end zone. Pats down 4 at the half, just opening the door for them to get back into this one. Third quarter, now 17-10 off play action. Brady has Cooks open, but Cooks drops what would have been a huge play with definitely some yak yards. Jacksonville up 7 after 3 quarters, while Brady trying to fire up the team on the sidelines. Fourth quarter now 20-10.
Doesn't look all that different. Watch out here. That was a backward pass, and it's coming back over to Lewis. Solder in front. A hole for Gabe, but Miles Jack falls on it, comes up with the football. He's got the football in his hands.
Oh, I think he got it, Jim. I think he actually got it.
Jack with a fantastic tackle to strip the ball from Dion Lewis on the way down after that trick play. It was reviewed, and the play does stand as he strips it, holds on to it. Pats, though, get the ball back. Just over 10 to go. 3rd and 18. Brady over the middle for Amendola. Hangs on for the huge conversion. Amendola finished with 7 catches for 84 yards. Now on 1st and goal, Brady connects with Amendola for the 3rd time on the drive. He gets in for the major. It's a 3-point ball game. Now 5 minutes to go. New England force Jacksonville to punt. Amendola there to receive. And check out this return. 20 yards right back into Jacksonville territory, and Brady rewards Amendola for the great field position.
Fake it to White. Looking around. Has time. Throws it. Did he get the feet down? What an effort. Touchdown, Amendola. Tom Brady does it again. How about Amendola?
He tapped them and dragged them. 2nd touchdown reception of the game. New England retakes the lead now under 2 to go. One last chance for the Jags. They need to convert on 4 and 14. But check out the unbelievable play by Stephon Gilmore to bat it away. Patriots take over on downs, closing this one out. They will play in the Super Bowl for an NFL record 10th time. While Bortles and the Jags stunned. Their season is over. Patriots win it 24-20 is your final as the Patriots improve to 15-0 in playoff games against teams they did not face in the regular season. This dating back to 2001. The Patriots are 4-3 in the playoffs since 2001 when trailing by 7+ points entering the 4th quarter. Their last 2 wins came in the Super Bowl.
At a certain point, did you think this was a weird game?
No.
No chance.
Absolutely not.
No.
When we're coming into this game, if you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, it's tailor-made to play against the New England Patriots. You can rush 4, you have great corners on the outside, and you have linebackers who can match up in the middle. Miles Jack goes out.
That's right.
After Gronk is out, though, you see the game plan change for the Patriots. Goes more to the backs. Amendola across the middle. It was a great job by Josh McDaniels and play calling, getting this New England Patriot team to move the ball. You have a flea flicker. This was a game
They brought it all out.
Yeah, this
You're
was a game
exactly
that
right.
New England said, you know what? We have to go out and win it. This team will not lay down. A little bit of, to me, Jacksonville's historical ignorance played into it today. Jalen Ramsey doesn't know about Tom Brady from 2001 to 2017. All he knows is the 40-year-old dude standing across from him in the blue jersey. There is no fear on this Jacksonville Jaguars team. So that's why I think it's even more impressive that the New England Patriots were able to create enough offense to beat this very game, very talented, not afraid Jacksonville Jaguars.
With you, who you got?
Well, with me, I'm going with the team who I think the strength of their team is their defensive line, and that's what you need in order to win this game. I normally don't go against this guy, but I'm going with the E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
All right, Matthew.
Well, hey, listen, I get it, Charles. The Eagles are awesome. Doug Peterson, one of the best coaches in football. I love Nick Foles, love what he's doing. I love that defense. They'll probably jump out to an early lead. They probably will. But guess what? They're never out of the game. I don't care if it's 28-3. I don't even think this is the real score. I think it's going to be 21-20. But you can never count the Patriots out. This might be the last one, but I think they get it.
What the Hall of Famer thinks.
I really don't even need to hold up my side. Do
You know who you're taking.
But I know everybody's waiting to see who I'm going to pick, man. It's hard for me to go against the greatest quarterback of all time in this game. Y'all got to be kidding me, man. Y'all know who I'm riding with. Come on.
They were just cheering for you a couple minutes ago. All right, right.
I tell you what, Randy.
Hey, let me see that.
Randy, you're sitting back saying it's hard to pick against the
Wait, are you
greatest
just
quarterback
trading?
of all
What's happening
time.
right now? No, you're sticking with your pick. All right.
I might need to take
Randy
this
said
home. He's going to stay with the greatest quarterback of all time. That's why he's taking the Patriots. I got to pick the greatest coach of all time. I'm taking the Patriots right there. Bill Belichick, 24-21.
I get it. Look, it is scary. It really is scary to pick against the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
You can do it.
Well, what you going to do?
Something you said earlier this week has really stuck with me. I don't know if you said it on TV, but you said it privately. I'm about to call you out right now. You said the Eagles are better on offense, correct?
Yeah.
Better than the Patriots on offense. You said the Eagles are better on defense.
Yeah, they are.
Correct?
They are.
Better on both, and they've got confidence coming into this game. I'm taking the underdogs. I'm going with the...
It's going to be a great game.
Super Bowl 52 here in Minneapolis. Tom Brady, storyline, of course, would they win their 6th ring? Eagles, they're the 2 coaches, Bill Belichick, Doug Peterson. Malcolm Butler did not play, only special teams. Big story. No reason at the moment. LeGarrette Blount won a ring last year with New England. 36 yards. How many plays of 20-plus yards right out of the gates? The next play, Nick Foles. What a throw over Eric Rowe to Alshon Jeffrey.
That was a great concentration, great focus by Alshon Jeffries. He set the tempo today in the first quarter with this big catch right here, boom.
So they took a 3-3 game and made it 9-3. The throw was right there, Steve. And then the extra point for Jake Elliott. And it will be a recurring theme that was the only thing that wasn't hot. Extra points.
It was shocking, the kicking in the first half, especially from the Patriots, who lost 4 points essentially from the kicking game. You don't see that from them, and it came to bit them at the end.
Congratulations, Randy. Congratulations, bro.
And around for Brandon Cooks.
Congrats, bro.
Couldn't hurdle Rodney McLeod, but McLeod tackles him. Look at him hit Cooks in the air. The Patriots try a field goal, and this was interesting, of course, because the punter Ryan out. Gostowski tries to somehow eephus it in. No good. I mean, it's almost an impossible kick that he made, but why not try it, right?
How many times do you see the Patriots doink stuff off that always seems to go in? It always seems to find its way through. Today was the day that seemed like things that are very un-Patriot-like in a luck perspective.
All right, so here's Brady downfield to Cooks and Malcolm Jenkins. Bang! And that's the end of the night for Cooks.
And you thought that's the speed that Tom Brady needs to keep up in this game. How are they possibly going to score 40 or 38 or whatever it's going to take to win this game without the speed of Cooks? They still figured out a way to get close.
Cooks is all right, though.
So, little trickery, and Tom Brady is going to, oh no! Danny Amendola to Brady. The Patriots pulling out all stops, but...
They've got to concoct ways to score points, and I think Tom will look back at that, take one more step, let the ball come down, and catch it at its lowest point.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, guys, that play right there affected Tom Brady, and I'm going to tell you why. The very next play, they ran a fade route to Gronkowski. That's been his favorite target. Boom, he underthrew him.
So, that was on 4th down. Now Foles to Jeffrey making the catch. Jay Ajayi is with us, and you're getting to see this for the first time, man.
Yeah.
Some of these plays.
This is special. This is how we did it. This is. Look at LG. He led us all game long. Our fearless leader, back to back.
And then look at Blount. He did it on the ground. You did the 21 yards, and then on a 2-point conversion, which the Eagles were chasing the extra point that they missed. You know, but that's the philosophy of Philadelphia. Keep the pedal to the metal. That didn't work, so it's only a 15-3 lead. Now 15-6. Foles, Jeffrey, Duron Harmon on the only turnover of the game.
The only thing from a flawless performance, and it really wasn't Nick's fault. It was a pretty good throw. And look, balls are going to get tipped up. It was unfortunate. It cost them from a dominant first half. But this is the only thing that mars a perfect game from Nick Foles.
So the Patriots 3rd and 6 at their own 14 following the pick. Going to be a defensive hold on Jalen Mills, and the Patriots drive's extended. Later in the drive, there it is. Gene Steratore, crew. Now, how many big plays in this game were there going to be? Brady to Hogan! Clink! You're an idiot! 43-yard pickup, and the next play, one of last year's hero, James White. 20-plus yards, 26, boom, he's in. Touchdown. And so now, it's New England's turn on the extra point. Contagious.
Well, it's one thing you was just talking about, boom. It's unlike the Patriots to have a mishap like that, and you talk about one of the best kickers in the National Football League missing an extra point. Come on, man.
So it stays 15-12. And then, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling.
Ass tonight.
It's Clement time. Jay, you know about this young man.
This kid, man, just the little time I got to spend with him, he's special, man. He's special.
That play broken up by Gilmore with 41 seconds to go in the half. And now, if you want to know what the Eagles are about, okay, you're going to throw to your quarterback. I'm going to wait till you see what we have in store.
That's what I mean, Boomer. He doesn't just do it to just say, the crowd's yelling, go for it, go for it. No, he has a play that he loves.
4th and goal.
And he's going to run it.
The flip, and it's Trey Burton, beautiful. And it's a touchdown to Nick Foles.
That was a beautiful play. It was designed great. Man, I can't say enough to Coach Peterson and that offense for being able to put on the show tonight. Congratulations to Nick Foles, man.
And Steve, it's out of a single wing.
Give credit to Frank Reich. I mean, these are guys that really understand. Both of them, Doug Peterson, Frank Reich, the two offensive coaches are old quarterbacks. They know how to call plays, and you saw that. They leaned into play after play after play today.
22-12 at the half. Brady, if they're going to win, Gronk is going to catch 7 for $120 in this half, or it's not happening. So there's a 25-yarder. Next play, Brady, Gronk, because they get the ball to start the third, 24 yards. Next play, 3rd and 6, Brady, Gronk, first down. 2nd and goal from the Philly 5. Brady, where do you think he's going, fellas? Gronk! Mongo want ball. 4 catches, 22-19. Now New England at 3, but here's Philly. Foles to Nelson Aguilar. He played a big game, didn't he? Big game. 17-yard pickup. 3rd and 1 from the 40. Foles, play fake. Zach Ertz. He urged the Patriots all day. And then here it is, you can sing it. Oh, my darling, it's Clement time. Corey Clement, rookie, touchdown. Foles, but Patriots say incomplete. They took a long look.
How many throws are perfect? How many did he drop in on dimes tonight? I mean, it seemed like everything was, he matched Tom Brady throw for throw, and he had great reception, great concentration.
When you look at the way that the skilled players came to play tonight, I talked about Alshon Jeffrey setting the tone, Aguilar setting the tone, Ertz setting the tone, but I think that big play by Clement got this team fired up in the second half, guys.
So here comes Brady, down again 10 to Danny Amendola. We know what a playoff he's had. Brady, Hogan, touchdown, 29-26. Forget stopping anyone, right?
The Eagles never brought a blitz. They just refused to put pressure on Tom Brady, and they just carved him up.
Foles, the little swing to Aguilar, and that time Marquise Flowers snipped it. Patriots got a stop on 3rd down. Here's Jake Elliott with a 42-yarder, and it's good. It's good, and the Eagles lead 32-26. And the Patriots, here we go. Could they take the lead? Phillies had the lead the whole game. Brady to Amendola, 7 yards. Brady to Amendola, here they go again. And this is another 20-plus play, 30 yards.
Huge chunks. Huge chunks. And again, no pressure. I could not understand why, if you're going to give up the good chunks anyway, bring the pressure. Might as well if you're going to play man free.
That's Amendola, a 9-yard pickup. Then Brady. Who are you going to go to? Gronk. Tell me about Randy. You know that's perfect.
That was
right?
a pretty fake. You keep it on his outside. The cornerback was inside. Anytime you throw that ball up to Gronk, nobody can stop that. They needed a little bit more of that in the second half, man, but that was a nice connection, nice throw, nice catch.
So we've seen the story. Patriots trail. Other team plays great. Now they lead with 9+ for the first time, 33-32. Could Philly? Well, incomplete to Torrey Smith. 4th and 1.
Let's put the game on the line right here.
4th and 1. Of course Philly went for it. And under pressure, of course they made it. Foles, Ertz, 2 yards on 4th and 1.
I'm going to tell you what, that play right there, you're talking about Zach Ertz catching the ball, Nick Foles eluding that pass rush. That was a great play by Nick Foles.
And look, where's the offensive line of the Eagles, as usual, giving Foles time. And another big play to keep it alive. It's Aguilar. Now, from the 42, Foles. Aguilar, the slant.
Remember, this is Tom Brady on the other sideline, waiting in the biggest shootout in Super Bowl history. Nick Foles has got to answer. And to me, this is where all pros, elite players, the greatest. I mean, you can't be more superlative than that.
Look at this. 3rd and 7. Foles to Ertz. They took a long look, but my understanding, he took 4 steps.
He was a runner. He was
That's
a runner. It wasn't even
right
close.
ball.
Driving me crazy with these catches and no catches, Boomer.
They took a long time, but they got this right because he took 4 steps and broke the plane, and the rest of it's not.
It was a touchdown the second the ball crossed the plane.
So the Eagles lead 38-33. Again, they're going to go for 2 because that's the MO. What are we going to see? Is it Clement time? Foles on the roll. Not that time, so it stays. So you know what it is. How many times have you seen it? Brady down by 5 with ball with just over 2 to go.
And a timeout.
So, 2:16, 2nd and 2. The unsack of the game, it's Brandon Graham. It's a fumble! And Derek Barnett is all over it.
I told you earlier, Boom, and I said this and said it and said it and said it Sunday morning, that the defensive line was going to win this game for them. I told you on this play right here, Fletcher Cox gets doubled, rightfully so. I was looking for Long, Graham, the other guys to be able to beat and defeat their one-on-one matchups. Graham was able to do that, secure their Super Bowl victory.
Coaches, hey! Jeffrey Lariano,
Well, yeah.
3rd and 5. LeGarrette Blount, you got to run it.
You got to run it here, but second, a 2:03 left on 2nd down. You have to throw it to go win the game because the clock's going to stop anyway. I thought it was a critical mistake.
But Josh Elliott kicks a field goal, and now the lead is 8. 41-33, but another chance. Kickoff. What's left in the playbook for the Patriots? Deion Lewis, whoop, to Rex Burkhardt, and nowhere. Eagles special teams fired up. One last chance, but we've had one Minneapolis miracle this year on this field. This is Gronk. Bang, out of bounds. A Hail Mary, which now watch closely. Watch closely, 13 Dorsett, right? Watch. Ooh! It actually was in the vicinity. But one miracle a year. That's it. That's it. Boom. And no miracle, by the way, the Philadelphia Eagles have won the Super Bowl here in Minneapolis. 41-33. The coaches embrace the rare Super Bowl defeat for Tom Brady, Jeff Lurie, the Eagles. They were here 13 years ago and lost to New England by 3. It's all different now. Gatorade, the Rocky statue, the Lombardi Trophy, hoisted by the Philadelphia Eagles.
They slayed the dragon. I mean, it's amazing to beat this Patriot team. It feels like you have to beat them 3 times, and they did it. They continuously played and made the big plays at the end. Every big play they had to make. In the last few championship games, the Jacksonville couldn't do it. In the championship game, last Super Bowl, the Falcons couldn't do it. The Eagles did it, Boomer. And you got to just hand it to them and say one of the great championship efforts. It was just one of the best.
373 for Foles. Tom Brady, first quarterback in any postseason game to throw for 500, but they lost.
Your initial thoughts on a Super Bowl for the ages?
It was just incredible. I mean, to think about it going down to the end. You know, the last play, a heave by Tom Brady into the end zone. To think that it went that deep, it was a great game. I mean, my initial reaction was it was like a shot of adrenaline watching the entire game. And to think that Doug Peterson, a guy who was coaching high school football 10 years ago, and a backup quarterback are able to beat the New England Patriots in a game like that was absolutely stunning. Where Nick Foles goes for over 300 yards passing the football, really just astounding at what Philadelphia was able to do offensively. That was shocking to me.
At late in the fourth quarter, Foles, the way he played, Chris Collinsworth, who was on the call, as you take a look at some of the heroic effort today from Foles. Look at that. Obviously, Doug Williams had come in. Hostetler came in relief of Sims, and obviously Foles in there for Wentz. Chris Collinsworth said late in the fourth quarter, it looked like Foles had been doing this his entire life, going mano a mano with somebody like Tom Brady. We obviously know that's not the case. He contemplated retirement. As a quarterback, when you look at this performance in totality, what do you think?
I mean, it's stunning to me. I mean, Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate when he went down. It's the kind of performance you would expect out of an MVP candidate. Nick Foles, listen, Tom Brady was amazing.
Yes.
Nick Foles put in a Super Bowl performance that was Tom Brady-esque. He was outstanding, and it was from start to finish, Zubin. You go to the first third down conversion of the game, moves outside the pocket and makes a play. The next third down is a 3rd and long. And then to think that he just continued to play well throughout the game as Doug Peterson decided to stay aggressive, knowing that they were going to have to score points in order to hold off the New England Patriots. I mean, to put up as many points as they did against New England in a game of that magnitude means your quarterback is making good decisions, is throwing the ball accurately, and that's absolutely what Nick Foles did.
Why did Philly get the win?
Philly got the win because Nick Foles was absolutely sensational, because everybody collectively stepped up and they didn't shy away from the moment. And more importantly, they got the victory because the New England Patriots defense took the night off. They picked the worst time of the year to look absolutely putrid. We'll talk about Matt Patricia later on. We'll talk about Bill Belichick later on. You don't start Malcolm Butler. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. These are all things that we're going to get into. But the Philadelphia Eagles were doing everything right. And the real key thing was that 14-play, 75-yard drive over a 7:01 span after New England took the lead 33-32. And the Philadelphia Eagles sat up there, didn't panic. Nick Foles was big time. Obviously, Jeffries and Clement and Blunt and Ajayi and Aguilar, everybody stepped up. It was something beautiful to see. I was panicking because even though I picked the Philadelphia Eagles Friday on radio, I was like, the hell with the Eagles. They're probably going to lose now because Alshon Jeffrey stepped out of the box and guaranteed the victory. That made me very, very nervous. But in the end, what it comes down to is that the big play that needed to be made by Brandon Graham ultimately was made, the strip sack of Tom Brady that was recovered. And ultimately, the Eagles were able to go on to win. Everybody deserves props for the Philadelphia Eagles as far as I'm concerned, even though Tom Brady threw for over 500 yards, and he was sensational himself. The biggest culprit to me, Max Kellerman, was the New England Patriots defense. I'm talking about they were awful as far as I'm concerned. Practically all night long. It was really disappointing to see that.
Before you jump in real quick, I just want to mention you brought up Alshon Jeffrey. He's going to be joining us in just a few moments.
That's a bit. Alshon Jeffrey showed up to play yesterday, and that was obvious from early in the game. Stephen A., you said all that, and out of all those points, you hit one of them. That was the reason the Eagles won, and that one was the strip sack. That was one of the worst defensive performances by both teams in the history of Super Bowl. I mean, that was not a really well-played game. It was an exciting game. Brendan McCarthy, the pitcher, tweeted, I retweeted it last night, this is a Texas Tech game in the spring. You know, like that was a great, exciting, sloppy college football game that we watched yesterday, but it was incredible and dramatic. And the Eagles won for two reasons. It was so sloppy and there was such a lack of defense on both sides that the first team who made a defensive play won the game. I mean, the Patriots' interception wasn't really a defensive playmaking kind of thing. Offensive player bobbles it, and it was kind of a 50-50 ball to begin with. The first real defensive stop, key defensive play made in that game was the strip sack. That team won the game. So the first time that happened, because there was so little defense played. And then the kind of more global look at it is the Eagles won because Doug Peterson has guts. When you think about that Nick Foles reception after Tom Brady on that trick play dropped the ball, Nick Foles, Peterson draws up. Think about the stakes for a second. In the Super Bowl, on 4th down at the goal line, you draw up a trick play with like levels of deception, and your backup quarterback catches it for the touchdown. Considering the stakes, that was it was the funnest play, I think, called in Super Bowl history. Like I think that's the best way to describe it. It was the most fun you could, and it took such guts.
It was bold too, right, by Peterson? Yeah.
Yes, it was Peterson's guts consistently, which is interesting because Schwartz seemed to lack those same guts that his head coach had. Schwartz's defense, they didn't blitz. I mean, at a certain point, why aren't you blitzing? Are you afraid that New England's going to score even quicker? How much quicker could New England have scored on you? Send an extra guy or two, because that defensive front four was getting nothing on, I mean, no pressure on Brady. They didn't touch him. Forget about sack him until the strip sack. They didn't touch him. So the two reasons that the Eagles won that game is they were the first team to make a real defensive play. That won them the game. And basically, generally, Doug Peterson's guts. That's why the Eagles won.